I know this man is out there, 7-figure salary, 5'10". Need him to be obviously in very good shape. Are we talking a week?
You're just not finding it.
Honestly, a guy like that probably exists somewhere. But when your standards become this specific, you're limiting yourself to a tiny fraction of potential partners. In today's video, we're checking out some of the wildest relationship expectations people have. And trust me, every clip gets crazier than the last.
I'm just very clear on what I want. There's a lot of boxes that need to be ticked. I know this man is out there. And it's just a matter of finding him. 7-figure salary.
Right.
Already said morning routine.
Yes.
That includes some sort of exercise with group accountability, as well as some sort of very high nutrition, I'm going to say smoothie, at least 5'10". I feel like that's generous. I need him to be obviously in very good shape. I need him to have a full head of hair. That's very important to me.
Okay.
Be a Christian, but not take it too seriously. Like, I don't want to have to go to church every Sunday, but I don't want to get into fights over religion either.
Sure, of course.
I want him to have an impeccable wardrobe. I want his suits to be tailored. I want him to look good in greens and blues because those are complementary to what I look good in. Absolutely no jewelry.
Okay.
Absolutely no tattoos.
Okay.
Unless the only tattoo that would be acceptable would be a very small tattoo if he were in a secret society at an Ivy League university and was forced to get a tattoo, that I would make a pass for. I want him to be from a good family. I'll know what that means when I see it, or what more well said, I'll know what wouldn't satisfy that criteria when I see it.
Okay.
Never been married, no kids. I want to be his first wife. Our children are going to be his only children. No allergies. Has to like animals. I would prefer that he's a cat person, but if he's a dog person, that's okay. I think that's it.
Yeah.
How soon can you find the man that satisfies this checklist? Are we talking a week?
Where would you say that your standards are so high that you're just not finding it anywhere?
So, I'm always looking at the next stage of my life. And I have found that most of the men that I've dated are not this serious about doing what it takes to perform at the level that I perform at.
So one of the things that you mentioned was that you were looking forward to, and correct me if I'm wrong, becoming manager or managing director of your law firm. And right now, from what I'm aware, through the person that gifted this to you, you are lead receptionist. So I wanted to just kind of see. That's a big aspiration. And it's wonderful. I think it's wonderful to chase our dreams.
And it's not chasing a dream. It's creating the next steps of a life that are absolutely.
Once dating turns into ticking boxes off a checklist, you're no longer getting to know someone's personality. Instead, you're only judging whether they meet a list of requirements, and that's where dating starts feeling more like an interview than a real connection.
Y'all closed? I got some money for you.
We are closed.
I'm famous. You can't do me like that. Can't make me a taco? Damn. I can't get a chicken taco? Just make me a taco. Sit down. I gave you $100. You don't want $100? Do that in front of 20,000 people? That's crazy. Wait, look.
You have a couple followers and make like $2,000 a month, and now you're walking around saying you're famous and think people should bend the rules for you. It's absolutely dumb.
comes across as pure entitlement. Whether someone has a huge following or not, that doesn't automatically mean they deserve special treatment. Respect isn't earned through social media numbers.
You know what's worse than Sunday scaries? Saturday scaries. I messaged a guy that I did not talk to for like 8 years. Literally like hooked up with him like 8 years ago. And I randomly thought about him. Like, you know, like when you're single at like 28, you start thinking about, oh, maybe from the past, like this is a good guy. Yeah, no. This is what went down. First I messaged him, hey stranger. He said, sorry, who's this? I said, Leah Bars. And then when I said, well, I said Leah, haha. And then I said Bars. And then when I sent Bars, it didn't say delivered. So I was like, did he block me? So then I did this. I went to his Venmo and I sent him $1 and I said, did you block me? And then he unblocked me and said, what's up? This is random. And I said, well, why did you block me? He said, why are you texting me? I said, whoa, I don't know, to catch up. He's like, it's been 8 years. I said, damn, I didn't know people couldn't talk again. My bad. He was like, I have a wife and kids now. Plot twist, my bad. He said, think you're a weirdo. I said, right back at ya. And then the conversation just ended, and honestly woke up more.
Messaging someone years later after they've built a family and moved on is definitely unusual. If you barely knew each other back then, randomly reaching out after so many years just doesn't make much sense.
A big pool of good men.
That's a lie.
100% lie.
That's not a lie.
That is a lie. Listen.
What?
There's not a lot of good men who want y'all. I'm clapping for myself. There's a lot of good men out there like where the good man at? Like they hiding under a rocker in a cave. They everywhere. They at the gas station. They at Costco. They at Equinox. They at the bank. They walking right past you and you don't show up on their radar because of the way you are. They're going to walk right by you. And you in LA. If you in LA or anywhere LA adjacent, your pretty face ain't going to go too far because everybody's pretty. Matter of fact, you ain't even got to be born pretty or wake up pretty. But when you leave your house, you're going to be pretty. So everybody's pretty. That's a prerequisite. So if that's all you got to offer, we're not looking at you. So there is plenty of good men. I am not rare in that way. I am rare in the way that I'm probably one of the only few good men that you have a close relationship to, but there's plenty good men. There's plenty good men. They just don't want your ass in general. Not you, because you're a good woman.
People are free to listen to advice if they want, but they're just as free to ignore it. And judging by most reactions, I think that's exactly what's going to happen here.
This is the sad reality of this girl finding the man that she's looking for based upon her criteria. And this girl that goes by the name of Maxed Out Mommy breaks down the chances of her finding a man that's in finance that has a trust fund that's 6'5" with blue eyes. So first she breaks down the number of men that are over 18, which is about 48.2%, making it 101 million men in America that could qualify. And only about 1.7 million men are actually in finance. And only 0.1% of that 1.7 million that are in finance have trust funds. Then she breaks down the amount of men that are actually over 6'5", which is 21 men. And only 6 of those 21 men have blue eyes. But to make things worse, now she has to break down how many of those men are actually available. And that number is 2. So there's 2 men out there that actually fit this woman's criteria of what she's looking for.
The more expectations someone keeps adding, the harder it becomes to build a real relationship. Most people simply aren't interested in dating someone who comes with endless requirements.
Gorgeous though, but I don't like that you put the fake flower in your vest trying to make it look better than what it was.
Yeah.
I don't like that you brought a fake briefcase. There's probably nothing in there, and it's also halfway open. You should probably close it. I don't like that the fact that you put your hat.
What would be
Why do you have a hat
a
on?
fake briefcase though?
Fake briefcase.
I mean, the hair done.
Something.
It's done. It's done.
So why
dog.
didn't you show your hair?
That's what I wanted to do today.
I understand. I just want to see your hair though.
I get it. You feel me? I've dealt with, you feel me, Chicago women most of my life. You okay? You feel me? Me and your brother probably sound alike because we done been through the same struggles. You feel me? But I could respect that. I just wanted to know what you was thinking about. That's all that was.
It's just weird talking to my little brother, so.
No problem. You can't say little. We the same age, darling. Let's be respectful.
You sound like him though.
That's so because we from the same place. So you don't like people from your hometown.
I never said that.
And that's respectful. I can respect that.
I just want a man with a higher vocabulary,
okay,
which you don't have on your day-to-day speaking to all the other women. Trust, I know you're good.
I talk like where I was born from. I got a real like respect. I can't let you, like, you feel me, throw down what I've been through. You feel me?
I never said what you went through was.
I'm just saying though, you tried though, darling.
No, I
you feel
didn't.
me? So I want you to know, like, I'm really from struggle. I speak a certain type of way, but I've searched for education. I have a bachelor's degree.
Fine.
You feel me? What I do right now, I work with people every day. So I don't want you to just throw shade on hood nigga general.
wasn't throwing
Because
shade
I
on you,
speak
love.
with a little slang. I got a little hood to me, but I'm educated, baby.
No, that's fine.
Honestly, criticizing someone over tiny details like wearing a hat or carrying a briefcase feels completely unnecessary. Those things don't define a person's character, yet she's judging him before even knowing who he is.
Understand how the most basic level men can leave America, travel to these other countries, and just pull absolute tens, like the hottest girls that you will ever see. And these men, like men that we wouldn't even look twice at, are just pulling them and convincing them to date them. Like, I truly don't understand it. Can someone please explain to me how this is happening and how these men are able to get away with it? Also, like, how can we stop this? It's out of control, and it's getting to a point where it needs to be stopped.
Okay, so she's super jealous of this new reality where guys are disgusted with American women in this country because it's really becoming like a pandemic of sorts of just horrible behavior. And they go to other countries and they meet women who want to be in their feminine, right? Because they haven't been indoctrinated in the same way.
If a man chooses to meet someone abroad because he finds a better connection there, that's entirely his decision. There's nothing wrong with looking for happiness wherever you find it.
Put myself out there. I got broken up with on Christmas Eve, so I am just willing to do anything, shoot my shot, because I really have nothing to lose. 3, 2, 1.
Look at the face of shock on this girl. The reason why she has the face of shock is this. All of these girls, they're like delusional. They all think they're like...
You can't expect every person you meet to instantly be interested in you. Attraction goes both ways, and people will naturally make decisions based on what they see and experience.
Affected by a matchmaker this week. You wouldn't be able to work with me. I'm very, very type A, organized. I like to be the leader. I also told her I was looking for a man who was also a leader because I don't want to always be the leader, believe it or not. I told her I was looking for someone that was at or above the same income level as me, driven, who is ambitious, who is ready for a long-term relationship and ready to get married. She may have actually picked up on the fact that I'm a little high-strung. I'm not like a stressed out or anxious person. I'm just high energy or type A. This is who I am. And she was asking me, do I meditate? No. Do I journal? I said I could never really be with a beta type man. I specifically used the word doormat. I said I would chew them up and spit them out. And her response was, well, I married that type of man. She was saying that, you know, men really like a soft woman and I should try some of these vision board journaling, meditating type of things. She essentially said that I am not ready for her type of services because I have too much work to do. My walls are too high and I'm not ready for a long-term committed relationship at the ripe age of 38 where I've been in therapy for 10 plus years. She also said that I need to soften a little bit. And men like a softer woman. Essentially, I spent $350 to meet with this woman, have her tell me I am not worthy of love as I am, but the fact that I need to change in order to be worthy of love and partnership. We shouldn't be pushing on these narratives that people are not worthy as they are, and essentially telling women that the type of woman they are isn't worthy. That is a narrative that should not be given to anyone, or it is dangerous commentary, and the fact that she said this to my face had some audacity.
The part that she's not considering is that matchmaker is also hired by men. So she's listening to what men want, which is why she's giving the feedback that she's giving. But this reaction from a woman is exactly what a lot of men are experiencing in the dating world. There's just so much resistance from women these days to self-reflect and potentially change a little bit. It is okay to change yourself in order to improve yourself. It does not mean that you're not worthy of love currently. You are. Everyone is. It's just a matter of, are you willing to make yourself a better partner to fit into a relationship? It's really that simple.
Getting turned down by a professional matchmaker says a lot. If multiple people notice the same attitude and unrealistic expectations, it might be time for some self-reflection rather than blaming everyone else. And trust me, the final clip takes things to another level.
I'm sorry, what?
I said I like your bike.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I thought you were really cute. I was wondering if you would mind taking me for a ride sometime?
Ooh, I'm sorry, I would, but I have a girlfriend right now.
I don't see her anywhere.
Huh?
She's not here. I don't see her anywhere.
Ooh. I don't know about that one. She would definitely find out.
Not if you don't tell her.
I'm sorry, I don't know what gave you the impression that I was that kind of guy, but that is not me.
I mean, just one time. It's not like you have to tell her.
No, that's not me. I'm sorry.
I mean, if you don't think I'm cute, you just say that.
Okay, I don't really think you're cute.
You know, I don't think you're cute.
Did I actually just get that on?
That wraps up today's video. Let me know which moment surprised you the most. If you enjoyed watching, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you in the next one.